I declare the convocation open.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावर दण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
Our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Ajaypal, Director of the Institute, Mr. Ashish Nanda, the Board of Governors and members of the Society, faculty, staff members, students, and parents. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the 50th Annual Convocation of IIMA Ahmedabad. First, hearty congratulations to the class of 2015, graduating from one of India's most prestigious institutions of learning. Also, a word of commendation to the families of this graduating batch who have been the pillars of strength that made this achievement possible for all of you. It always feels special to have an alumni as chief guest. This evening we have Mr. Ajay Banga, an alumni of 1981. He brings with him very rich experience in varied capacity with multinational like Nestle, PepsiCo, Citibank, and now MasterCard. Many of us have also had opportunities to interact with him as the chairperson of US-India Business Council, and now let me congratulate him on his appointment as a part of the Advisory Committee on Trade Policy and Negotiation by the President of US, Mr. Barack Obama. Last year when I was here, the world seemed to be in pause. The global economy was struggling to pull itself out of stagnation, and India was in an uncertain state with the government unable or unwilling to implement far-reaching economic reforms, while everyone waited for the national election in 2018 at the same time. Today it's different. The Indian government has received an unequivocal vote for development and seems to be taking steps toward fulfilling its mandate. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi's biggest impact has been in foreign policy. He has revitalized relations with almost all major countries and also all our neighbors. Recent initiatives in the mining sector, land acquisition, deregulating diesel, FDI in selected sectors, direct benefit transfer, and the Make in India campaign have been widely welcomed. I would say India is possibly today the biggest opportunity. When I say opportunity, I mean from the long-term perspective of a business investment or a career-building opportunity. The world has set its sights on India, and India is setting its sights, I'm sure, on 9 to 10% GDP growth. But aspiration needs to be followed up by action, and sentiment needs to be turned into substance. And we need exceptional talent to be able to achieve this. This onus, obviously, is on you, the brightest talent of the country. You have the responsibility of contributing to India's vision with matching the world's benchmark. With strength come varied interest. In line with your interests, some of you would have landed plum jobs in some of the best companies of the world, and some other must be planning to take, a Robert Frost said, the road less traveled. Both offer plenty of scope and are vital. The elements which define all journeys on any road are the values you display and the manner you accept success and failure. Let success not cloud your sense of reality, neither let failure put you down. Other than one's value system, two other qualities mark a good leader: ability to adopt and respond to change, ability to build a team. They say time is the best teacher, but what is not often said is that time is the best teacher when you are also the best student. Listening and learning are the key addressing change, and using them to one's advantage is very important. Listen to the customer, listen to your subordinate, listen to the expert, listen to your vendors, and most importantly, listen to your inner voice and experience yourself what you could have done better or where did you really go wrong. Second is to build a team. You may have read a lot of case studies about the failure of organization being attributed to disruptive technology, inability to change, but essentially it is the people who have collectively failed. Failed to listen, maybe, failed to respect, and failed to change. Today, when I am reviewing a new business proposal, my first question in Larsen Toubro is to show me the man who will handle the leadership role of that business, or for that matter, that project. Team building is about leadership, about mentoring, about letting others lead at the right time, about consensus building, about guiding. And in a successful team, a collaborative effort is more than the sum of individual efforts. People enjoy working for good leaders, and so should it be other way. Take along your teammate, share success, and celebrate with them. IIMA is already acknowledged as a premier institute in India, and we are aiming to secure similar recognition in the international arena. I must say, Dr. Ashish Nanda has had a good year at the office, and I have a positive feedback regarding some significant steps taken by his team. The IQUIS recreditation effort has been successful. For the first time, IQUIS will give IIM accreditation for the maximum possible period of 5 years. His fundraising initiative have led to the establishment of 11 chairs and faculty fellow positions. He is aiming for higher level of integration within the Institute's ambit of executive education. On the admission front, he has taken significant steps to enhance diversity of intake. His continuing efforts of fostering alumni and corporate connect and attracting faculty from the finest institutions around the world. My dear students, though the duration of the studying at IIM Ahmedabad has come to an end for you, let the association with IIMA never end. And you have one example right in front of you in our chief guest, as well as in our director. Stay in touch with your batch mates, those who have passed out and those who will pass out year after year. This institute is yours. Come back whenever you can and feel free to write to us. We are eager to share your success stories with other students as an example that they will always want to envy, experience, and guidance with the future student who may want to emulate you. As you leave this campus, you have dreams and ambition. Pursue them to the fullest and ensure that at a later date you don't regret having missed them for want of not looking into it. In the process, take care of your parents. They're all here, I think. That's work-life balance in the most elementary form. As this is a Golden Jubilee, 50th Annual Convocation of IIM Ahmedabad, I would like to applaud the significant role played by current as well as retired staff member, faculty member, the Board of Governors, the directors, and the members of the society. The IIM's 50th Convocation, at this point I have also completed by chance 50 years with L&T 4 days ago. We are on the common ground to that extent. Mr. Banga, I am glad you are with us today, since you are one of the best examples I could have cited to the students as they leave this campus. Let me end by wishing that all of you become responsible global citizens and high-impact business leaders. You will be a source of pride to the organization you work for, to the industry, to IIMA, and to our nation. Jai Hind.
Candidates for the title of Fellow of the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their titles from the chairman as I call their names, then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their chairs until all the candidates of the program have received their titles and the chairman has conferred the titles on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. Anurag Saxena. His thesis title was Analysis and Design of Public Policy Using System Dynamics Approach, a Case in Healthcare Sector. Atul Arun Pathak. His thesis title, An Integrative Delineation of the Determinants of Dynamic Capabilities, a Study in the Information Technology Industry. Avijit Khanra, Essays on the Newsboy Problem. Dharmaraju Bathini, Exploring Work Intensification, a Case of Tele-Home Work in the Information Technology Sector in India. Kalyan Bhaskar, Solar and Bioenergy Scenarios for India, Modeling and Policy Assessment. Nilesh Kumar Gupta, A Study of Investor Sentiment in the Indian Market. Nobin Thomas, Multi-Level Network Measures for Organizational Learning Process. Pujan Paresh Chokshi, Sustainable Low-Carbon Urban Mobility, an Assessment of Future Scenarios and Policies for India. Ramakrishnan T.S., Modal Shift Estimation and Financial Viability of High-Speed Rail in India, a case study of Ahmedabad-Mumbai Corridor. Safal Batra, Does Strategic Planning Determine Innovation in Organizations, a study of Indian SME sector. Salman Siddiqui Ali, Re-Internationalization Process in Organizations. Shantam Shukla, Exploring Openness in Innovation Process. Varsha Verma, Language Abstraction in Marketing Communication, Online Review of Product Failure Context. And Vijayata Joshi, in absentia, understanding the experiences of not knowing in workplace. Mr. Chairman, I present Mr. Anurag Saxena and 13 others who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the title of Fellow of the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and request the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad Society to confer the title on them.
Members of the society, may the title be conferred on these candidates. Thank you. By authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad Society, I confer on you the title of the Fellow of the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it. All the best.